How's it going? Had a couple thoughts. You can see behind me as I'm driving my pickup here. Today's a gray day, and I wanted to talk about gray days and depression and stuff like that. I've struggled from depression most of my life, probably pretty much as far back as I can remember, for various reasons. Hopelessness, stress, empathy for people who are suffering. I've struggled almost as far back as I can remember from thoughts of suicide and attempts over the years. And I just thought, I had a couple thoughts. Hopefully I can keep them real succinct so it won't be drug out too long. So I was thinking, what over the years has helped me. Before, when I was an atheist, before I became a Christian, I had a real love for the concept, kind of my mantra was compassion. And it was always through the modeling of my folks and other people that I had met that I really respected and loved, had learned to try to live for other people. I just somehow always had a love for people, even though I was living pretty selfishly in a lot of ways. My attempts were always to be living to help other people. I didn't have a real big inclination towards making lots of money, or I liked certain sports like mountain biking and rock climbing and camping and working on vehicles, driving cars fast, jeeping, being up in the mountains, off-roading and stuff like that. Traveling, certainly. But there's always a reason why I find myself depressed and gray days didn't always help. I remember in the wintertime feeling really down and dark, short days, the whole 9 yards. You guys know what I'm talking about. And just, I think kind of what got me through is there was always somebody that was a little worse off than me. I don't want to make that the reason to live, is that someone else is in a far worse position than you. There's got to be a deeper reason for living. But I was sharing with somebody the other day that something I'm trying to practice, part of what I've been learning in life and whatnot, is that I would certainly have more joy than I've ever had in my life, but when I'm struggling, when I can't find reasons to be joyful or not in a state of joyfulness, and I'm trying to find singular things to rejoice in, people to rejoice in. I love thinking about Christ and what he did as he walked on this earth. That's always been something for me. Even when I was an atheist, I kind of looked at his life as an ideal for living a moral, again, selfless life. But after I became a Christian, I kind of really enjoyed looking for the continuity between the Old and the New Testament. In fact, when I became a Christian, I had this understanding with God, if you will, where I said, I need to understand the continuity between the Old and the New Testament, because, if you're the same today and always and ever, I'm not going to just take the Old Testament and say that's what I believe in, because the Old Testament seemed to be very dark in a lot of ways. But anyway, over the last, since 07, I've been really fascinated to look at the Old Testament and find the continuity between the good God of the New Testament and the good God of the Old. Jesus saying, if you see me, you've seen the Father, and seeing the passion that God has for us and his desire for us to find hopefulness and joy. So anyway, I hope I'm not forgetting anything, but just to reiterate, trying to find people's lives to give them hope and encourage them, live for them every single breath that I've got, learning to, maybe I don't want to be part of this world anymore, but I don't want to spill out my lifeblood selfishly. And if I can live for one more person and make one more person a difference in one more person, first and foremost my family and those who may not be blood but are like family, And then obviously the friends, people that I meet randomly in my interactions through the day. And then to, when you can't be joyful, find something to rejoice in. And anyway, hope you're having a day where you've got a few moments of encouragement. I'm going to go sit in my excavator for a little bit more for the day and throw some dirt around. So hope your day is blessed, and be encouraged. And if you need to talk or need encouragement, just reach out. I'd love to make a difference in your life. Okay,